So it seems like you're sitting on a chair in your lounge, looking at a computer, listening to me speak. But actually, in reality, all there is me speaking. And there isn't anyone that knows it. But yet, it's known, the speaking. The speaking is heard. But what happens inside the body, so what happens inside you, that's you people that are sitting listening to me, is this energy comes in and makes it feel like somebody's looking from behind the eyes and they are in relationship with the outside. But actually, in the actual experience, there isn't a separation from the sound of my voice and the consciousness of it. It's one and the same thing. And consciousness is what stays, or awakeness is what stays, or knowing is what stays. Everything else changes. The whole entire world changes. All things are always in movement and flow, but yet there's always presence, there's always a knowing of this. That is the continuous. That is which never born and never dies. At the moment, though, it's looking through these beautiful, individual, unique bodies. And there seems to be an awakening story happening. So there seems to be people inside these bodies. It's playing out an amazing dream that believe that they're separate from me and believe they're separate from all things and believe that they're sitting listening to me and that they are located inside the body. But actually, my voice, the sight of me, is the way in which you know yourself. It's not that there's somebody inside your body knowing me. My appearance and my voice, the sound of my voice, are the way in which you know me. You know this. You know yourself. Isn't that beautiful? So everywhere you look, everywhere you run, everything you blame and hate is a reflection of you as consciousness, as awakeness. Every memory that appears, every idea of time, everything that appears is that consciousness, and that's who you truly are. I don't mean you as the illusory you that feels like it's inside the body, and I don't mean you as a thing. I mean you as not a thing, and yet simultaneously all things. And this isn't just about the intellectual realization of what I'm saying, or the seeing of what I'm saying, even though that's really profound, and once it's seen, it cannot be forgotten. Once it reveals itself, it cannot be veiled again. It cannot be that is then known, but there's still suffering often after that. And the second part of awakening, or what I call freedom, is when that energy switches from you experiencing life to boundlessness experiencing life. And the you appearing and disappearing in this. So the you becomes an experience, the appearance of the separate person becomes an experience rather than the experiencer. The experiencer is not a thing and all things. And I use words like consciousness or knowing, and in a way, they're only pointers. I mean, everything I say is only pointers. It's not like they're the truth. You truly are is everything and not a thing. And that's not something that's describable. Consciousness is slightly describable, something that you can intellectually get a little bit. It's a total mystery as to what's creating all this. Consciousness, we kind of like, you tend to have a bit of a position on what that is. It's a bit of a god in non-duality. So I tend to stay away from the word consciousness, but sometimes it's easier just to use it. And I like to always swap what I'm saying and swap the words up, because it's not about the words. Words come and go. And it's not about what I say. What I say comes and goes. And I'm always contradicting myself. I say one thing, then another thing. I like something, then I don't like something. Words are just words. What I'm talking about is this, is boundlessness. What I'm talking about is not something you can know, but yet it's the experience of all things. And it's home. With all the crazy dance that happen in this matrix, it's absolute home. The movement from this to that, to this to that. Love, growth, destruction, joy, happiness, sadness, grief, death. All this never-ending circle of things. This is home, because this is the creator that isn't separate from all things and is not one particular thing. I'm not talking about some dead awareness watching this, or the watcher watching this. This is that watcher, that one that feels like it's behind, going back into all things, and then the person appears and disappears as an experience.